The woman slammed her SUV into the dirt right in front of my locked ranch gate, stepped out with her phone already recording, and shouted, "Move this gate right now. You're blocking public parking." I looked at her for a second, then back at the chain she was pointing at. "Ma'am, this is my ranch gate." She laughed so loudly that even the workers repairing a fence nearby stopped to look. "No, it isn't," she said. "I've parked here for years. Everyone knows this road belongs to the HOA. You people always think you own everything. I had owned this ranch for almost 20 years. My family raised cattle here long before that HOA neighborhood was even built across the highway. The gate behind me protected over 3,000 acres of private land, and the county records were as clear as daylight. Still, I stayed calm. "I think you're confused," I said. "Please move your SUV. I need to get my truck through." Instead of moving, she crossed her arms. "You'll wait." Then she pointed her camera at my face. "Everyone, look at this rude ranch owner trying to threaten a homeowner. He's blocking access to community parking." Community parking? There wasn't a single parking sign anywhere. Just my ranch fence, my locked gate, and a large metal sign that read "Private Property, Nitrogen Monoxide Trespassing." She acted like the sign didn't even exist. My ranch hands quietly watched from a distance. One of them whispered, "Boss, she's the same woman from last month." I looked closer. He was right. She had been here before. Actually, not just once. I opened the security app on my phone and searched the camera facing the front gate. Her white SUV appeared again, and again, and again. 49 different dates, different weeks, different months. Every single time she parked in front of my gate, argued with someone, then drove away before deputies arrived. Today? This was incident number 50. I smiled for the first time. She noticed. "What are you smiling about?" She snapped. I locked my phone and slipped it into my pocket. "Nothing," I answered. "I was just wondering if today would finally be the day you made a mistake you couldn't drive away from." She rolled her eyes and pulled out a folded paper. "You see this?" she said proudly. "This is an HOA violation notice. If you don't remove this gate today, you'll be fined." She walked over and taped the paper directly onto my private gate. That was when my foreman quietly leaned toward me. "Boss," I looked at him. He spoke so softly only I could hear. "The county survey truck just turned onto the road, and they're stopping right behind her SUV." Karen never looked back. She had no idea who had just arrived, or why they were carrying a file with her name already printed on the front. The county survey truck stopped only a few feet behind her SUV. Two surveyors stepped out with bright orange folders, followed by a sheriff's deputy who calmly walked toward us. Karen finally turned around, but instead of looking worried, she smiled. "Perfect," she said. "Officer, this ranch owner blocked public access and threatened me. I want him removed." The deputy didn't answer right away. He looked at me, then at the gate, then at the notice she had taped to my fence. "Is this your notice?" he asked. "Yes," she replied proudly. "I'm with the HOA." The deputy carefully removed the paper and handed it to one of the surveyors. The surveyor opened his folder and said, "Interesting, because this gate sits well inside private property. The public road ends over 100 feet behind us." Karen's smile disappeared. "That's impossible." The second surveyor unfolded an official county map and placed it on the hood of the truck. "Not only is this private land," he said, "your vehicle has blocked this legal ranch entrance many times." I opened my phone and showed the deputy the security footage. The screen kept playing clip after clip. Different dates, different clothes, the same white SUV, 49 earlier incidents. Today's video became number 50. The deputy watched quietly before asking, "Have you reported these before?" "I documented every one of them," I answered. I was waiting until there was enough evidence. Karen suddenly pointed at the cameras. "You can't record me." The deputy shook his head. "These cameras are on private property facing the owner's gate, and they're completely legal." She tried to pull the fake HOA notice off the gate, but it was too late. The deputy had already photographed it. Then another surprise came. The lead surveyor opened the orange folder. We've also received complaints from several ranch owners nearby. The same HOA has been placing fake violation notices on land it doesn't control. Karen's face turned pale. I was just following orders. The deputy replied, "Then your board will have a lot to explain." Within an hour, her SUV was towed because it was blocking emergency access to private, agricultural property. The fake notice became evidence. Days later, the HOA board faced an official investigation for repeated trespassing and issuing notices outside its legal authority. Several board members resigned before the investigation was finished. A few weeks later, I replaced the old gate with a stronger one and added one simple sign underneath it. Private ranch, private road. The law knows the difference. My ranch hands laughed every time someone slowed down to read it. No one ever parked in front of that gate again. Sometimes justice doesn't arrive with loud words. Sometimes it arrives with 50 security videos, a county map, and the patience to let the truth speak for itself.